Kamala Harris went to Atlanta, Georgia for a huge rally. I mean, there were thousands of people at the rally, and she did something on immigration that Democrats needed to have done for a very long time. That's why it's good to have young blood in. That's why it is good to have people who understand the law in. That's why it is good to have a good tactician that's running for president when you're running against a charlatan like Donald Trump. She is going to make the immigration issue not a Democratic weakness, but a weakness of President Trump. Check out how she does it here, and then we'll take it on the other side.
For example, on the issue of immigration. So I was the Attorney General of a border state. In that job, I walked underground tunnels between the United States and Mexico on that border with law enforcement officers. I went after transnational gangs, drug cartels, and human traffickers that came into our country illegally. I prosecuted them in case after case, and I won. Donald Trump, on the other hand, has been talking a big game about securing our border, but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it. So look, our administration worked on the most significant border security bill in decades. Some of the most conservative Republicans in Washington, D.C. supported the bill. Even the Border Patrol endorsed it. It was all set to pass. But at the last minute, Trump directed his allies in the Senate to vote it down. He tanked the bipartisan deal because he thought it would help him win an election, which goes to show Donald Trump does not care about border security. He only cares about himself. And when I am president, I will work to actually solve the problem. So here is my pledge to you. As president, I will bring back the border security bill that Donald Trump killed, and I will sign it into law and show Donald Trump what real leadership looks like.
So yes, what is Kamala Harris going to be able to do? She is going to be able to show that when it was time to solve a particular border problem, day in and day out, she has two things to say. With executive action by the president himself, he's been able to calm the border crossing. Even though we don't particularly like the means he had to use, he calmed the border crossing to a position less than when Donald Trump left office. But secondly, when it was really time to solve the problem, using a conservative plan, a bill that was written mostly by a conservative senator. Donald Trump was not interested in solving the problem. He claimed that the people coming over the border could actually be a threat to the United States. It could also bring terrorism, all this kind of stuff they like to talk about. So if he really cared about the country, he would not have said, don't sign the bill. Even if the bill isn't a perfect bill, if it's going to solve some problems, sign the bill and we can move on. And if in his case, if he thought he was going to be president again, we could make it better when I become president. But he is not interested in the problem. And what Kamala has started to do is to bend that problem, bend the immigration problem, and make it a Donald Trump problem. Immigration failure, Donald Trump. Immigration failure, Donald Trump. Well done.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.